Christmas time, which means we've been invited to go and watch some carol singing, but not like professional carol singing or carol singing that you might enjoy. It's the kind of carol singing that's performed by children who aren't old enough to have any discernible talent yet. So we're going to do that, and this is Charms Off Work, which also means we get to do chores together, like go shopping. So I thought you could come along to make this marginally less terrible. There she is, planning in her head how she's gonna ask me to do things. I'll go and pick up that apple. We need more pears. Ugh. So we went to the, what was it called? The caroling. What was Baby Charm doing? What was she doing? Caroling at the nursery. Oh. She's confused because I recorded the intro for this video about 3 days ago. She doesn't remember it.
Yeah, carol singing.
Carol singing, and I said that children have no discernible talent, and I was absolutely right. It wasn't like professional level carol singing, but what they did have is an absolute lack of concern about what anyone thought about them. There was one kid breakdancing, there was some kids just not really getting involved at all, and you know, Baby Charm was just singing along. She doesn't actually know the words, she just knows what the words sound like, if that makes sense. She's just making the right sounds. She doesn't know the actual lyrics. And it was quite inspiring to see these kids who haven't yet been taught to be embarrassed about what they're doing. So they were not good. They didn't know the words. They just were bumbling along, having fun, dancing, getting involved in the bits they wanted to get involved in. They just had no concern for what the parents thought or what anyone else thought either. They just cracked on. And I wish I had that kind of freedom. I wish I had that kind of like lack of embarrassment. Like so much of what prevents you from doing work, so much what prevents you from like actively doing something is fear of what other people think of you. And these kids just had zero fear, zero concern about what other people are doing. And typically, right, we've been doing this walk for about an hour or so, and I haven't videoed anything. And there's been almost no people around. And as soon as I sit down to record, hello.
Good morning.
Morning, you okay?
Sorry about
No, you're good. Yeah, there's been no one around. As soon as I sit down to record, roughly 800 people walk past. Like testing the theory of, did I really learn a lesson from those kids at the nursery who don't care about what other people think, or am I actually worried about what other people think? But I genuinely think most of what prevents us from doing what we want to do is fear of what other people think. And especially when you're producing videos online, you're always worried about what people are going to say, how many views it's going to get, what people are going to think of you. You know, I'm terrible for like not... my older daughter's always saying to me, like, she wants to dance with me and do TikTok dances and all that. So I'm so terrible at it, and I'm also really self-aware, so I don't do it. But I wish I cared less about those things. So that was fun. It was better than I thought it was going to be. The caroling, and she was so happy to see us when we arrived at the carol singing. She just jumped up and was so happy to see us and so thrilled that we were there. You know, anything that happened after that, it just kind of filled me with joy to see her so happy and jumping about and singing. It was wonderful. The singing wasn't wonderful, but the event itself was wonderful. Anyway, here we are 2 days later because I'm you know, have an inability to focus on any one task, and I've dragged Mrs. Charm out for a walk in the wilderness. And she hasn't really complained at all, but she was saying, I'm going to be cold, a lot of the time on the way here. but she's fine. Like I knew she would be. And this is going to be the last. Shall we walk a bit? This is going to be the last vlog before Christmas, probably. This is Charms doing a funny walk. If she does it again, I will film it. Yeah, this is going to be the last vlog before Christmas. But let's talk a little bit about plans for next year. See if we can catch her. But she's hiding behind trees. There she is, being a silly goose. What was I talking about? Plans for next year. Big plans for next year, and we'll see how they go in terms of like what actually happens. But I do need to make some money. Oh, first things first. This is going on YouTube. An amazing thing happened. And so, as lots of you will know, I've been working to try and get monetized on YouTube so I can make money from ads, which will help me to be less dependent on the community, right? So, I reached a point. There's 2 tiers of monetization. There's ones that allow you to have like a membership program and to get donations and stuff from people on YouTube, and there's another one that allows you to put ads on your videos and stuff and get a revenue share from that. The only thing that I needed to do in order to get monetized for both of those is reach 4,000 watch hours. That was the most difficult thing, is reaching the watch hours. The first tier of monetization, you had to get 3,000 watch hours, and the second tier, you had to get 4,000 watch hours. I reached the first tier and got accepted, so now YouTube partner, absolutely amazing. I'll put a link down below, because one of the things you get with that first tier is to allow memberships, and you will get early access to videos and stuff. There's a whole bunch of benefits that you look at on the membership page. But an amazing thing happened. I went live on Sunday, which is yesterday, based on when I'm recording this video. And it was the first live I'd done. I don't usually go live on a Sunday. Mrs. Charm took Baby Charm to a children's party, which I cannot go to because obviously they're shit things for an adult to be at, and it's better that Mrs. Charm does the shit things rather than me. She went to a children's party and I stayed home, and I thought about having a bath, I thought about having a nap, but instead I went and streamed. And just thought I'd do a little chill stream. Anyway, the YouTube stream was going really well. Someone donated 25 memberships. The very first stream that I've done where memberships were an option, and somebody donated 25. How unbelievable is that? I told Mrs. Charm, she didn't really understand what I was talking about, and she just looked at me blankly a bit till I told her that she needed to be surprised and shocked. Which she did do in the end, but I ended up messaging someone who knew what memberships were, and they acted in the proper way. 25 memberships is phenomenal, and I think it's unbelievable for me because I didn't think it was taking me so long. It took me a year to get like 500 watch hours or something, and then in like the past 2 months I've got like the other 3,500. We're so close to 4,000 watch hours now and having like fully monetized YouTube. And I just did not think I would make that this year. Did not think I would get there this year. We also reached 25,000 followers on TikTok, over 25,000 followers on TikTok. And we've got 3 or 4 memberships on Ko-fi, people who, and they don't just pay the basic membership, they're gold-plated charmers. They get a whole bunch of different benefits. It's amazing, like how far we've come this year. There's still a long way to go. So like YouTube content is going to continue to be a big thing. The vlogs, higher production value stuff, and more, more and better essentially on YouTube. And TikTok, I'm going to allow to tick along, try and post every day, like 5 times a week, I guess, on TikTok. Keep going live on TikTok, and YouTube lives are going to be a bigger thing for sure. I'm excited about that. What's the other thing I was going to talk about? yes, like obviously one of the big things that I've talked about is having to make money. Hello. Morning, you okay?
Yes, thank you.
Good. One of the other things that's like a big thing that's been on my mind, I have to swap hands, man, my arm's getting tired. This is Charm. Can you just grab these for a sec so I can swap hands? Just literally 2 seconds. Got it? Oh, my arm's seized up. Yeah, one of the other things I talked about, God, this day is glorious. Mrs. Charm's gonna do something. Let's go and see what she's doing. You taking a picture of me? I'm taking a picture of you.
I'm taking a video of you.
Oh.
Yeah, you're taking a video.
Yeah, one of the big things that I wanted to talk about for next year is like I need to make some money. Not making the amount of money that I need to in order to survive is, you know, it's challenging. And like the monetization on YouTube will help. The membership programs will help. All that stuff will help. And making better and bigger content is going to help. But what I'm also looking to do is very early next year is build out a portfolio of videography and editing examples. So I've got a few already of things where I'm like really proud of how I edited something, really, you know, really pleased with how stuff turned out. But I'd like to start offering that as a service to people. You know, if they need videos making, if they need videos editing, I want to be able to showcase that. And the big thing at the moment is I don't have a portfolio where I can like share that stuff and go, this is what I can do. Are you interested? So early next year, I'm going to be doing some videos for free for people. And, you know, I'm going to be doing some videos for free for people. I don't know how she stayed out of shot then. She just ran straight past me. I'm building out a portfolio of like different commercial and content stuff. I've got some videos of my own that I like, and then I'll do some videos for free for companies that I know or I like. And yeah, build out a portfolio so I can send it to people and say, if you need game trailers doing, if you need, you know, interviews recording, if you need documentaries making, that I'm available to do that. So that's a big thing I want to do next year, and build out like a commercial arm of the Charm brand that's focused on creating video content for people. I'm going to push the boat out and do that. So January, starting to build that portfolio big time. So that's the one. Getting some videography, editing clients, that's one income stream. YouTube monetization, building up the YouTube channel, getting more views, making better content on there. That's a second income stream. TikTok is a third income stream, and Ko-fi is a fourth income stream. And my main thing is that I want to make sure everybody within each one of those income streams is getting lots and lots of benefits. Lots and lots of benefits. And that you guys are getting value for your money. So I'll try and get better at like scheduling stuff and making sure that stuff is scheduled over that year. I feel slightly worried I might have gone in the wrong direction, but we'll soon find out. And that's it. For now, I'm going to stream up to Christmas Eve probably, and we'll play it by ear from then. I think we might have gone in the wrong direction, by the way. And we'll stream up to Christmas Eve, play it by ear, and then from there we will be back in the new year, faster, stronger, better, quicker, and absolutely filled with energy. I've learned a lot this year, and I'm really going to put it into action next year. So I'm going to get back to my walk, and this is Charm. This is a rare thing that we get to do together. So I'm going to get back to that. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Check out the membership levels on YouTube. Check out Ko-fi, check out my other channels, and I will see you on the next one. Do you want to explain why we're at a cafe?
What do you mean? Hello. It's just a little bit hot. Okay. I'd like to move on to that one.
Which one do you?
Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah.
We've got to go to a table now. Right, now we're at a table. Explain to the people why we've been walking for a couple of hours. We're going to go home, have a nice healthy meal. Thank you.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
Star, thank you. Explain to the people why we're at a cafe.
Because we're hungry and we wanted to fill our tummies with some scrumptious food. And also, Baby Charm is still at nursery and it's good for the charmers to spend some time together. Mr. and Mrs. Charm.
Mrs. Charm's belly was grumbling too much. And I said to her, I'll cook when we get home. We can have lunch when we get home. But she said, I said to her, it'll take about 35 minutes. She was like, absolutely not. I cannot wait 35 minutes. Her exact words to me were, I don't know what I'll do. I don't know how I'll cope for 35 minutes. So we're at a cafe. This is Mrs. Charm's food. She's just off the wagon. This is my vegan bagel.
Camera shy.
The vegan bagel's a bit sad, to be fair. Alright, let's give it a go. They've not really roasted tomatoes.
I don't know, should I be biting this or cutting it?
I don't know, man. It's a bit messy. I think the Charm Diaries would be better if it was just like just us going on dates. People would be more interested.
No, I think Charm Diaries is really interesting because you're being your authentic self. You're not sugarcoating the things that you're actually going through in life, and you know you're being vulnerable and you're sharing those things, and you can always find someone who can also relate to that as well. That's how you connect with people, you know, by producing relatable content. If I can relate to something someone's saying, it captivates me a bit more.
And why don't you tell everyone about, you know, you were saying to me that I was the best husband. And you wish everyone knew how good a husband I was.
I don't think I said you were the best husband. I think I said you are, because you're still present,
Well,
still here. You're an amazing husband. You're an amazing person, so why wouldn't you be an amazing husband?
who knows? This is good. How's yours?
Delicious. Isn't it good that we actually stopped here rather than going home?
It was a good decision that I made.
No, now it's your decision.
No, you requested it. I approved it. You know when we're at home, the only time when the house is quiet really is when we're eating our meals.
Yeah.
And if we're too hungry, we just can't speak to each other.
I'm bad for it. I just won't speak at all.
Hangry.
Yeah.
Hungry and tired.
Yeah. We're not good, are we?
No.
Anyway, this cafe is really nice.
Pigs and pickle.
My tomatoes could have had a bit more roasting, but it's good.
I don't know how I feel about people seeing me eat.
Happening now.
It's like, you know, when you go on a first date, you don't want to eat in front of the person.
You had a full pint on our first day.
I did.
Right. We're gonna finish the food.